Hello viewers, good afternoon. Welcome to Science TV, 1 p.m. lunchtime news. I am your host, Elvis Odhiambo, in sign language. The voicing is Gideon Minor. Let us focus on what happened locally in the country. Local leaders in Kakamega County have stepped into addressing the escalating political feud between Cabinet Secretary for Cooperatives, Wycliffe Oparanya, and Governor Fernandez Baraza. They have issued a strong public call urging the two leaders to immediately harmonize their relationship for the sake of unity and development in the region. The elders emphasized the detrimental impact of the ongoing bitter public confrontation, warning that it threatens to split the dominant Orange Democratic Movement party within the county. They strongly insisted that both leaders must set aside their personal differences and instead focus entirely on fulfilling their respective mandates, which they stressed is essential for bringing sustainable development to the country.
To His Excellency Wycliffe Oparanya, the Cabinet Secretary for Cooperatives, to harmonize his relationship with His Excellency Fernandez Baraza, the Governor of Kakamega County. 4. We look up to His Excellency Oparanya to unify our communities in the county. At the beginning, before the political situations ran hot, we did not get time to put them together. It is a high time that we are now planning to meet them and talk to them physically.
We appeal to the two to listen to what we have said, and we request that when time comes, we meet them and talk to them so that we can resolve this matter amicably.
But we support that they all work together so that we are able to get development. When the president has a chance to come to Kakamega, let them speak with one voice. When a leader stands up and starts talking, demeaning another leader in front of the head of state, that does not anger well for the county.
The Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, has introduced a comprehensive set of new regulations that are expected to trigger a major shakeup across the entire petroleum value chain, from importation to retail. Dubbed the Petroleum Regulation 2025, the new framework aims to enhance safety, improve operational efficiency, increase transparency, and attract investment into the sector. EPRA Director-General Daniel Kiptoo stated that the reforms are crucial for streamlining processes and eliminating the inefficiencies that have historically plagued the industry.
Currently, we do not have any alarming cases on oil spillages due to filling stations onshore, but it's good to be prepared. It's good to have preventive measures and having preventive laws in terms of and having laws that ensure that we can handle the spillages. Whenever you have spillages of petrochemicals, the most affected part of the ecology is the fish. Especially, we have the mangroves around Lamu County. These mangroves are said to absorb greenhouse gases, so they contribute to the absorption of greenhouse gases. And they're also breeding grounds for fish.
These regulations come and play is to, first of all, address the issues around security of supply, protecting our consumers so that they get the products at a good price, at the right quality, and when they need it.
Orange Democratic Movement ODM party leader Oburu Odinga has emphasized that politics is fundamentally about members, calling on the Luo community to maintain unity within the broad-based government to secure their political leverage and a fair share of national resources. Speaking during a burial event in Rongo Sub-County, Migori, Odinga Oginga asserted that a strong political presence is crucial for ODM to successfully negotiate and form a government. Odinga issued a strong warning to those attempting to destabilize the party, vowing to fight to ensure ODM remains united in the run-up to the 2027 general election.
Is numbers. When you are negotiating with anybody, he negotiates with you seriously if you have good numbers. But if you are just a few of you, nobody is going to mind what you get. They will tell you that where we are full. But as it is now, we were left by our brother Raila Odinga in broad-based government. This broad-based government arrangement is not meant for personal gains. Raila did not make that arrangement for personal gains. That arrangement was made to benefit the people, membership of the ODM. And therefore, as we proceed forward, we are going to negotiate seriously and make sure that our people get their fair share of the national cake. We are not going to be ignored anymore. Those who want to or think or want to break ODM in their fertile imaginations, I'm telling them that those are very, very fertile imaginations. It will never happen in my hands. We shall not allow ODM to be divided. We are going to move forward and make ODM stronger and stronger, so that when it comes to 2027, we are either going to go it alone or we are going to go with parties with which we negotiate and get a good deal to work together. That is what our party is all about. There is nothing like forming a party to be in the opposition. I'm not going to lead my party to the opposition. I'm going to lead my party to the government.
Another news. The country's education sector is on the brink of another crisis as over 20,000 junior secondary JSS intern teachers have threatened to down their tool and paralyze learning when school resume in January 2026. The teachers, who were hired on one-year contracts starting this past January, are demanding immediate confirmation onto permanent and pensionable PNP terms of service. The group has strongly criticized President William Ruto's recent directive that the JSS teachers must serve a 2-year internship before being converted to PNP terms. The interns argue that their initial agreement stipulated confirmation after 1-year contract. Adding to their demands for job security, the intern teachers have also voiced complaints over poor pay, which they state is significantly affecting their motivation and service delivery.
Assurance ya every intern ni kwamba ikimalizika miaka miwili hakuna negotiation, unakuwa permanent and pensionable. So I want you to give assurance to every intern ya kwamba 2 years ikiisha hakuna kuulizana.
We are not going back to class. We want confirmation, and the confirmation should be now. It should not be delayed anymore. And we've sent a message in the whole Republic of Kenya, all the 20,000 intern teachers, there will be no SANS next year.
Sisi mkataba ambao tulipewa ulikuwa miezi 12 na hiyo ingine hatujui. We are saying this. We are not renewing the contract. We want to be confirmed into permanent and pensionable basis.
Kama wataajiri walimu wengine, we will have 40,000 interns. And we are not going to stand and await that. Kwa hivyo sisi tunasema walimu waajiriwe. They are the pioneers of STEM. And STEM is a strong backbone in our education system.
Shilingi 17,000. Mimi mahali naishi nyumba ambayo inaweza kumudu kuishi vizuri ni 7,000. 17,000 ukilipa 7 umebakia na 10. Mwezi mzima ni aje utaishi na 10,000 kweli?
Pale like Pia North kuna shida mingi sana. Hakuna barabara mzuri. We walk in a bad roads. So na pia hakuna the basics needs. Kama maji pia tuna struggle sana mambo na maji, na maji ni ya chumvi juu iko kwa boreholes. Pia security si tight.
There is a difference between cheap labor and the intern program that we know. Hii maneno ya intern kwa sisi, it is like you are having cheap labor.
An internal rift within Orange Democratic Movement ODM has been brought into the open after Alego Usonga Member of Parliament MP Samuel Atandi sharply criticized Governor James Orengo and other party old guards for opposing the broad-based government. Speaking on Tuesday at Nyalwanga village in his constituency, MP Atandi urged party diehards to ignore the veterans, arguing that they have run out of new ideas to offer. Atandi accused the old guards, including Governor Orengo, of being hell-bent on derailing ODM from its primary objective of being flagged by Grassen MP Guyo Ali Wario. The legislature stressed that the party has no patience for selfish leaders who believe they can easily step into the shoes of former Prime Minister Raila Odinga.
Of the ODM party, which was very, very successful, as you could see in Mombasa. We had 3 days of ODM celebrations. We were celebrating the successful existence of ODM for the last 20 years, but also we were also celebrating the life of our father, Raila Amolo Odinga. I want to congratulate all the ODM members across the country and beyond for being diligent and for coming out and saying that ODM remains one of the strongest parties in Africa. We are very, very proud of ODM. I know that there may have been people speaking in different languages, but I want to assure you that because of the respect and the honor that we have for our father Raila Amolo Odinga, we want to commit that we are going to retain and maintain the party, because this is the party of the future. We want to assure our members that ODM will remain very, very strong. But we also want to caution that those who want to derail ODM, by engaging in politics of division, politics of mandamano, politics of demonstration, we are going to do away with you people. We want members of the ODM to know and to understand that before Raila Amolo Odinga passed on, he advised us to remain and work with President William Ruto. We are not going to break that friendship because of a few selfish leaders. The selfish leaders who think that they can fill Baba's shoes. They think they can jump up and fill Baba's shoes and be able to take the party to presidential election. We are telling you no. Nobody in ODM can be able to fill the shoes that have been left by Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. We need time. I know I will be able to fill Baba's shoes later, but not now. I need time. We need time. We need time to build ourselves, to be able to fill Baba's shoes. And as we build ourselves, we also need to build our people. We need to bring development to our people. There is no party. Parties are formed to go to power. Parties are not formed to go to demonstrations. I don't even know why these are our friends. You know, we have some leaders here, leaders who worked with Jaramogi. They were Jaramogi's handymen, which we agree was okay. But Jaramogi wanted to go to power. Why didn't you help Jaramogi to go to power? Again, you worked with Raila Amolo Odinga. You were even distracting Raila Amolo Odinga. In the end, Raila did not go to power. Now, the ODM that we want to build now must be the ODM that is hell-bent in winning state power. We want ODM to be focused on winning state power. And we have ideas. Some of us have very good ideas. We want these old leaders in ODM like James Orengo. They should tell us, they should explain to us how come they were with Jaramogi, they were with Raila, William Ruto, a son of a peasant, came from nowhere and grabbed power and went to State House. What were they doing when William Ruto was doing all this? If James Orengo, you have ideas, if you think you are brilliant, you know the future where this country should go.
Two ranking members of the influential Senate Foreign Relations Committee have sharply criticized the Tanzanian government for its heavily handed response to post-election protests, which resulted in an unprecedented level of violence. The bipartisan senators stated that the elections themselves were less than credible, accusing President Samia Suluhu Hassan of having missed a crucial opportunity to usher in the democratic reforms in the East African nation. The legislators, whose position granted them significant influence over the U.S. foreign policy and aid, pointed to the violence surrounding the polls and subsequent protests, which international observers and human rights groups have condemned. That is all we had prepared for you here, viewers at Science TV. Thank you for watching Science TV, and we appreciate you for joining and staying with us. Please send in your feedback to our social media platform. I have been your host, Elvis Odhiambo, and Sign Language with the voicing is Gideon Minor. Receive our many thanks. Have a lovely evening, afternoon, and bye-bye.